My son, my daughter, pay close attention to what I'm going to tell you today. These words carry a deep weight, an urgent call to your heart. This is not something superficial or fleeting, but a moment of transformation that I am bringing into your life. You feel the weight of the battles you have carried for so long, the burdens that seem so unchangeable, almost as if they are part of who you are. Today, I want to reveal something essential to you. Some of those burdens will be lifted from your shoulders. Imagine a gardener tending to a vine so that it may produce healthy and abundant fruit. He must prune it. It is not a simple process. It involves cutting branches, removing dry leaves, and making space for new growth. In the same way, I am working in your life. I am pruning areas that you may consider essential, but that in reality are obstacles to your progress. You may not completely understand it now, but trust me, I know what is best for you. The burdens I will remove may be people who once played an important role, but now only drain your strength. They may be habits or routines you maintain out of fear of change, but that actually imprison you. Or perhaps they are old versions of yourself, parts of your identity that no longer align with the purpose I have prepared for your future. This may be painful because sometimes you hold on to what is familiar, even when it is harming you. But remember what I said, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, I cut off, and every branch that does bear fruit, I prune so that it may bear even more fruit. What seems like a loss is actually a process of purification and preparation. Just as gold must pass through fire to be purified, I am using this moment to refine your soul, to remove the impurities that keep you from shining. Have you noticed how the seasons change? Winter may seem harsh and lifeless, but it prepares the ground for spring. Likewise, every season of your life has a purpose that I have determined. What seems like the end of something important today will soon be recognized as the beginning of a new stage filled with opportunities and growth. Remember what is written, to everything, there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Now you are entering a season where it will be necessary to leave behind things that once seemed essential. I'm not taking something away from you as a punishment, but to make space for the new. Look at Abraham, who was called to leave his land, his relatives, and everything familiar to go to a land that I would show him. He did not know all the details, but he trusted me. It was in that act of obedience and detachment that he became the father of many nations. Now it is your time to trust. What are you holding on to so tightly? What burdens are keeping you from walking freely toward the purpose I have prepared for you? Perhaps you are wondering, if these burdens are removed, what will be left of me? The answer is simple. There will be space. Space for me to plant something new. Space for my peace, wisdom, and love to take the place of everything that was dysfunctional and heavy. There is no emptiness in me. Whatever I remove, I replace with something far better. Remember the widow of Zarephath. She was at her limit, with only a little flour and oil left. When I asked her to trust me and give from the little she had, she obeyed, and I multiplied what she possessed. I sustained her household in the midst of the crisis. I will do the same for you. The space left by the removal of burdens will be filled with the abundance of my grace. Where there was doubt, there will be faith. Where there was exhaustion, there will be renewal. Where there was lack, there will be fullness. Today I ask you to trust in the process, even if you do not understand all the details. Perhaps you need to let go of a toxic friendship. Maybe it is time to abandon habits that do not glorify me. Or perhaps you finally need to forgive yourself and leave behind the mistakes of the past. Whatever the burden may be, you must know that I'm working in your life for your good. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. It is not easy to let go of something that feels like a part of you, but remember, I am in control. I do not ask you to release something without having something greater prepared to take its place. Trust in me, for what I have prepared for you is greater than you can imagine. The coming days will bring changes. You may feel the initial discomfort, like someone who loses their footing for a moment. That is natural. Every transformation begins with movement, and that movement can temporarily shake what once seemed stable but no longer supported your journey. Just as a river finds new courses to flow, you will need to adjust to the redirection I am making in your life. At first it may seem strange or even frightening, but soon you will see that these steps are leading you to a place of rest and renewal. I, the Lord, go before you, clearing the way, paving each step and adjusting the details. Nothing that happens in your life is beyond my control. I promise you, I am doing something new. It is already emerging. Do you not perceive it? Even in the wilderness I will make a way, and rivers in the dry land. This promise is for you. Where there was once lack, there will be abundance. Where you only saw chaos and confusion, I will bring order and clarity. I do not leave deserts lifeless. I transform them. What seemed like an ending will actually be the beginning of something extraordinary. You will see rivers flowing in lands that once seemed barren. And where there was suffering, joy will spring forth. This new season will be marked by purpose. Everything that once seemed random will begin to make sense. You will realize how every detail, even the hardest moments, serve to shape and prepare you for this time. The connections that will arise will not be merely human but divine. I will connect you with the right people, those who will walk with you on this new journey. It will not be a season of walking alone, but of moving forward with those who share the same purpose, people who will build your faith and encourage you to keep going. And with purpose and connections will come a peace that surpasses all understanding. This peace will not be based on your circumstances, but on the certainty that I am with you. Even when storms arise, you will have an inner rest, a tranquility that cannot be taken away. It is this peace that will guard your heart and mind, even when the world around you seems chaotic. What once seemed impossible will happen. You will see doors open where there were only walls. Where there was doubt, I will bring clarity. What you tried to achieve by your own strength but could not, I will make happen at the right time, so that there will be no doubt that it was by my hand. Where you saw dry land, rivers will spring forth. Where you found darkness, I will bring light. So trust me, even when the process seems difficult, remember that every pruning has a purpose. When I remove something, it is because I am making space for something greater. Surrender the burdens you have been carrying. Let me take care of what you cannot solve. I do not make mistakes. I'm never late, and I never fail. Allow me to do what is necessary, because what is coming is a harvest so abundant that it will surprise you. A harvest of joy, peace, and fulfillment beyond anything you could imagine. My child, listen carefully. I am with you. I have never left you, and I never will. Even in the moments when you thought you were alone, I was there holding you, carrying you in my arms. These burdens being removed are not the end. They are the beginning of something new and wonderful. Do not fear. Do not let fear paralyze you. Trust me. Trust. My beloved children, I am with you always through every joy and every trial. In times of uncertainty, I am your guide, and in moments of peace, I am your comfort. Know that I am near, and my love for you is eternal. If this message has touched your heart, and if you seek more of my wisdom and guidance, I invite you to stay connected. Join this journey with us, where you will find more messages of hope, faith, and peace. Subscribe now, and let my words lead you every day.